today's video. In today's video, we'll look into a scenario in which the African continent unites into one. As we can tell, this probably wouldn't work so well if they united, but maybe it would. Who knows? Let's look at the video, though. So, the Middle East and Europe start scheming because they know they'll come after them. Yep, exactly. Because at some point or another, these areas of the world had large pieces of land in this continent, but they don't want them to come back after them. So, the Middle East decides to support Egyptian, along with Europe, Ethiopian, Nigerian, and South African rebellions. With the first rebellion breaking out in Ethiopia. And they start funding it. But meanwhile, America, Russia, India, and China start sending aid to help them overcome these rebels. Because there's one rebel right now, but many people have realized that there's going to be more rebellion. Europe isn't so happy that America is not helping them with the side they want to win, but so on. They want the rebels to win, but we all know who doesn't. Oh my god, there's a water rebellion. Who thought that was coming? I'm just kidding. With this rebellion starting to pick up good amounts of speed, along with the Ethiopian rebellion declaring the Republic of Abyssinia. This is before the Nigerian one now. That means this union, instead of having 1 billion people controlled under, it's like 600 million. Billion. Yeah. 600 million, not billion, what am I saying? And now the Nigerian rebellion, which all these rebellions got pretty big, but with most of the aid arriving, they managed to crush the Egyptian rebellion. And as they did that, they found European and Middle Eastern weapons, and they're questioning this. So they capture the leaders, and they question the leaders. They find out where this came from, and their intelligence tells them where to go next. And they start lining troops on the border of the Middle East. And yeah, they declare war on Saudi Arabia, which, yeah. They also declared war on Yemen, Iraq, Israel, Palestine. Yep, they made a big war. Iran realizes this is an anti-Middle East war. And Turkey just chilling because they don't have enough time to go after them at this point, they realize. But ever I will think that they could do this, let's see, can they? The Middle East claims they can win this, but it doesn't look like they can. To their people, they say it. Although I don't know what the democracies are saying, but yeah. Here we go. With weapons in this war, who do you think they want? Europe is helping them, but nations I listed before, especially most of Asia, North America, and South America, is aiding them. Parts of Europe, be Russia and Belarus. But yeah, with the Middle East repelling this attack, why am I having them repel? To make it more entertaining, because this is a war. But it's not the big war. Surprisingly, this is a pretty big war now, thinking of it. As they go straight, and they continue going straight, and they take Iran's capital. Oh my god, well, they make straight borders in Europe if they win against them. But yeah. That'd be funny, actually. With Saudi Arabia now being attacked on multiple fronts, their resistance in the north collapses in the south. Why'd they wait till now for a southern offensive? Because it's the best time. They land here and here. Now there's like 20 fronts they're fighting on, but they're consolidating some of the fronts. But like, it's not going to end well. You can fight a 2-front war possibly, but can you fight up this many front war? No. It turns out. And now let's see what they do to the Middle East. A policy is signed, which is anti-colonial powers, which includes the right to invade former colonial empires that occupied land in Africa at any time. But France and Portugal, Spain and Portugal already have war. But France, Italy, Greece, because Greece has occupied lands there. What else? Sweden and Norway, I believe. No, Norway didn't occupy land there, but Sweden did for a short time. So did Denmark. Belgium, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, Turkey did occupy land there, and so on. But the rest of the Europeans are chilling, but Germany isn't. As you can see, it was Western Europeans that colonized. The Eastern Europeans were chilling going east. Wait, what? Russia never actually occupied land, surprisingly, if you think of it. They may have wanted it, but they never did occupy land. I might be missing nations. I'm not sure. If I do in any video, just leave a mention. Like, yesterday's video, did you guys like it? Tell me if you did or didn't in the comment. With this being an African swift invasion, because I said in like an unrealistic number, let's say 200 million. I keep saying billion when I mean million. Basically the entire US population. And the new pact saying if you put a step into Portugal, we will intervene. So they're like, yeah, we won't step in Portugal. Which they basically did like that. And they did this. For the exact reason you didn't step into Ethiopia. Wait, what? What did you just do? They just took over Portugal. Yep, Portugal fell in a minute. Portugal fell in 2 hours, in fact. And they always say Denmark didn't do so well. Fine, Portugal didn't. That makes sense because World War II and there's no Portugal because Portugal was chilling. But with this pact being called into the war, and then European nations are just laughing with Poland saying, yeah, want help? I'll help you. And they're like, yeah. Our own team, land gains. It's not to like about this. But what they didn't realize is Poland was chilling like a villain too. Poland kept saying, oh, you're doing the right thing. But in reality, Poland was just saying that so they could storm into Germany. Because Germany was already moving forces to its other border. Its capital has fallen and it's taken East Germany. But that's where defensive was set up. But in Turkey's case, well, yeah. And Greece just laughs as they fall. Until Bulgaria's like, what? Free lands? And then they're like, hey, Macedonia, you have land in Africa. Ooh. Got roasted there. If they claim Macedonia, there's what am I even saying? But yeah. Northern Macedonia. Makes sense. And Bulgaria's like, how's it going? And the fries just at each other. With Italy getting invaded, which didn't make sense. But yeah. Here we go. They found out their secrets of their fighting style and they funded rebellions. And maybe that wasn't a good idea with them landing here and being like, hi guys. Scotland's like, finally I'm free. Wales. Here you go. But yeah, with a northern invasion of France known as African colonialism. What am I saying at this point? Who even knows? But yeah. And wouldn't it be funny if they just changed this full continent to like straight borders? With Sweden saying we're sorry and we'll pay you $1 billion. They say no, 10. The African Union says, well, that's not enough. We want at least 700 billion for your tiny dot they put on our continent before you were kicked out. They're like, fine. Let's see how the borders are drawn. Kinda got destroyed. Yeah, yep. That's exactly what happens. And that's why you shouldn't make dumb borders in another continent. Because eventually you'll get dumb borders, but in your continent. But yeah, let's just be real. Look at it, squares. Like, look at Catalonia. Just casually changing the shapes up. Or Portugal being like, yeah, they're good. Or like Basque being like a square. It's really funny. And then Germany in the Netherlands. Like, yeah. I guess maybe they shouldn't have drawn straight borders somewhere else. Because now look at their borders. But yeah, that's what would happen if Africa formed one country and became a conquering country that wanted to make an empire. And that's all for today's video. Please like and subscribe. We have 105 subscribers left to go till our goal. Actually 103, so keep subscribing. We're getting close. That's all for today's video. Wild Mapper out, but not until you subscribe. Bye, guys!